So, you're curious about non-surgical options for weight loss, and maybe you've heard about the gastric balloon. Let's walk through exactly how this procedure works, step by step from beginning to end. It's a great question, right? How can a simple balloon make such a difference? Well, the answer is actually a really clever mix of basic physics and psychology. The balloon acts as a physical cue to help you retrain your brain and build new, much healthier eating habits. So, first things first, let's be really clear about what a gastric balloon is. This is not a complex, permanent surgery. Honestly, the best way to think of it is like a set of training wheels for portion control. It's designed to give you a really powerful head start on your journey. What we're talking about here is a soft but very durable medical-grade balloon. We fill it with a simple saline solution, which is really just sterile salt water. Its whole job, its entire purpose, is to take up some room in your stomach, so it's just plain easier for you to manage how much you eat. Okay, let's get into the part that I know can sound a little intimidating, the placement. But I want to assure you, this whole thing is a very quick and, really straightforward process. And this right here is the most important thing to understand. There are absolutely no cuts, no surgical incisions. We don't use a scalpel. From start to finish, the whole procedure is completely non-invasive. So while you're comfortably sedated, we use a very thin, flexible tube that has a tiny camera on the end. It's called an endoscope. We use that to guide the deflated balloon down into your stomach. Once it's in the perfect spot, we simply fill it up with the saline and it expands. The whole thing is incredibly precise, it's gentle, and it usually takes only about 20 minutes. All right, so the balloon is now sitting comfortably in place. How does it actually help you lose weight? Well, the way it works is beautifully simple. The principle here is really easy to grasp. By physically taking up some real estate in your stomach, the balloon just leaves less room for food. You can kind of see here how it just sits there, making the available space smaller. And because of that physical presence, your brain gets the signal that you're full and satisfied much sooner and with a lot less food. It's that connection between your gut and your brain that is so key to retraining your eating habits for the long term. You see, this creates this fantastic positive cycle. You feel full faster, so you naturally start to eat less, and that, in turn, leads to consistent weight loss. The balloon is really just the catalyst, the spark that gets this whole powerful process started. Now, it's really important to remember that the gastric balloon is not meant to be a permanent fix. It's a temporary partner that's with you on this journey, specifically designed to help you build healthier habits that are going to last a lifetime. Typically, the balloon stays in place for 6 months, and that number isn't just random. It's a really crucial window of time. It gives you the chance to work with dietitians, to really learn new portion sizes, and to solidify those healthy habits that will make sure you succeed long after the balloon is gone. Then, after those 6 months are up, we get to the final step, the removal. And you'll be happy to know it's just as simple and non-invasive as putting it in. We use the exact same endoscopic method. We guide the tool back down, we make a little puncture in the balloon to let the saline out, and then we just gently pull the empty balloon right out. It's literally just the placement procedure, but in reverse. And that really brings us to the most important point of all. The balloon itself is temporary, but the real, lasting change, that comes from the new routines and the healthier relationship with food that you build during those 6 months. The ultimate goal isn't just to lose the weight, but to gain the tools to keep it off for good. So the real question is, are you ready to learn them?